Hello, everybody. Welcome to another group call. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And I'm almost sad that this is the next to last one. And I always feel so sad when the group calls in because every group always builds up such nice momentum and such connection and community. And so many wonderful things always happen in the group calls. Yeah, and this group call especially was quite something. It started right in December when so much was being downloaded, and you guys get to see so many changes in me. And I hope that there's a lot of changes in you too. Yeah, so let's see where to begin today. We'll take a moment if you like, because I want to be sure that pain issues are totally clear. And I'm going to start working with the back because, yeah, I'm going to start a general healing around the back and the spine. Oh, yeah, okay. Shoulders, arms, let's see, shoulders and arm. Oh, good, good. That's already happening for you. Good. And I know that a lot of you may also be starting to get amazing downloads of a lot of things for you too. So that is awesome. And I know that many of you are just looking for a way to be able to use everything that you're downloaded with, or just play with it and see what happens, because you sure deserve to be able to use all that. Yeah, so upper back and shoulder blades. So again, shoulders, maybe it's about burdens, but maybe shoulders are also about what is looking for you to remember about yourself, right? If you remember how amazing you are and that you have the power of choice to choose how you use your energy. So if you've been burdening yourself with a lot, and I know that sometimes it can't be helped, a lot of it is that women are just expected to take on a lot of things, and we are here to change that. So all the power that you allow, well, maybe you didn't allow, but yeah, so the power in the outside world. Yeah. Asserting your power and honoring you in all the places at work. So sometimes we just feel like this is our responsibility, or that we got to take on this in order to keep our job, in order to fit in, and in order to be loved. And many of us have had that upbringing where we are rewarded for what we do, and then we are useless if we don't do anything. And then we buy into that because our sense of who we are, our own boundaries, It's being manipulated, right? It's being manipulated by others to do, to be this, to be that. So all the manipulation of your personal boundaries, let's clear all the manipulation of personal boundaries. And they all begin, sorry to say, they all begin in the family. Oh. So I'm tuning into the family dynamics, especially in the first years of our lives, in the pre-verbal stages or even pre-puberty or puberty. I mean, like first 18 years or where you get a sense of who you are by how people treat you subconsciously, that builds a sense of self-worth or it builds a sense of self-loathing. And when you loathe yourself, then you tend to buy into more of the limiting beliefs that create you to keep on sacrificing to earn the love, the respect, the validation you never receive from a parent. And what we don't see about that is our parents were operating from lots of unhealed, unexpressed, unintegrated trauma. They're not always conscious about how they parent. I mean, conscious parenting. When did that start? So all the unconscious ways you invalidate yourself, you invalidate your own world, you invalidate your own boundaries. Let's clear that from your back and shoulder. Ah. And anywhere where you bought into any self loathing that created you to keep on working hard and sacrificing your energy, your talents, your life for others, and even your career. Here we go. Oh, there's a huge charge on this when I say sacrificing yourself, your life, your career for others. Oh, this is a lot of back pain. Oh, 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 oh. And then there's more. There's a lot of self-sacrifice that creates such an uneven power dynamic, uneven giving and receiving. And I totally feel this in the hips and lower back and tailbone. Oh, and some of you have habitually put everything first to a point where you don't even take a break to drink enough water and walk and allow yourself to just take a breathing break. So, and what would it take now to clear back pain? I'm going to release lots of back pain. Oh, yeah, release this burden of needing to work hard and earn someone else's validation because you didn't get that from one or both parents. Most of us didn't get it from one or both parents because you choose your family. and you choose to be in an awful family. 'Cause that's the life path of a healer, no? But okay, really. So let's look at all the unconscious, hidden motives behind sacrificing yourself for others. And for so many of us, right? For so many of us, we do this subconsciously. It's like our normal way of being, and we don't even know that we are doing it from unhealed, unprocessed, unresolved traumas, emotional issues. So all the emotional traumas from, let's see, that we are trying to heal for our mothers, because this is a pattern that goes back to all mothers. Yeah. And I know fathers too, men are taught that they need to sacrifice their lives for the country, for war. Well, I'm so against that. So we need to just release the burdens placed on men too. And then subconsciously, we always feel like we owe them something because they sacrificed their life for us, right? The thing. So all that we extras that sometimes we are burdened to do because we owe them. They're the breadwinners, or they sacrifice their life in war and so many things. Here we go. So this continuous cycle of sacrifice, and then you owe someone because they sacrificed for you, and then you owe them because they sacrificed for you. And some people actually like that you owe them something. It creates a huge wound, a huge open wound in the heart, always seeking to do whatever's required so others would sacrifice for you because you sacrifice for them, and that becomes a way of repairing the lack of validation, the lack of self-worth. Sacrificing ourselves becomes a way of getting a sense of self-worth met, or honor. Yeah, the whole thing about sacrificing and then be honored for it. Men and women do this differently, right? We send men to war, and then for women, it's like you have to work endlessly to take care of everyone. Yeah, and sometimes it's a one-way street. In some relationships, it's a one-way street, probably because, and sometimes I feel like in a lot of relationships with certain men, they almost feel entitled to have anything and everything because maybe in their past they have served in wars and went through horrible things, and they feel like they deserve a few lifetimes of entitlement or something. I don't know. And you happen to be the one taking care of that man. Oh God. Oh God. So any of you who are in relationships with someone who's been through so many horrific things in war that they feel entitled to be cared for the rest of their lives so that they can just sit, watch football, drink beer while you do everything else. Here we go. And when we go far enough back in anyone's lineage, in anyone's family, there's war. There is war. Men are sacrificed, women are sacrificed, children are harmed and killed. Yeah, so all the woundings of war that creates so much subconscious need for more sacrifice on the part of men and women in different ways. Here we go. Oh, 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 oh. God, who knew we would be talking about war today, but somehow it feels like it is in a lot of our DNA. So the collective unhealed issues in our DNA, the collective woundings around war. Oh, oh, oh. This, wow, yeah, it's quite a trigger. Here you go. The collective woundings around war in our DNA, in our tissue, in our spine, in our bone, and in our reptilian brain, in our limbic brain, and anywhere else in our system. Oh. And any other unhealed, unresolved trauma, subconscious in the collective from war, because there's many other kinds of unresolved woundings from war, right? Like some people are orphaned during the war and left to die, hunger. So remembering hunger, pain, being left an orphan, being abandoned. So all the abandonment issues that go back to different wars. And all the unresolved eating issues that go back to from having to be starved to death during a war. You know, there's always starvation in war, no matter which one. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, so the unresolved hunger and the subconscious eating that comes from any traumas from any war in any lifetime. Oh. And then all the other wars that are created out of that as a way to seek completion and healing. So then some of you have that war with food. Oh. Some of you have a war in yourself and your bodies with money. Oh, like depriving yourself of the money, right? So everything you do to deprive yourself of the money because you were once so deprived, especially maybe it's an unresolved trauma from past lives, whether it's from war or famine or genocides, and any other traumas that were in the masses that became personalized in your own life. However, it plays out in the personal wars of your life and your family. Oh, so we leave this on DNA. And now from the tissues of the body, so all the tissue memories that are especially around the spine. Oh. And then all the tissue memories in our bone. Oh. And all the subconscious memories that we create us to act a certain way in order to seek a resolution, a completion to all the hidden traumas. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Okay, oh yeah, Atlantis, hold on. And some of you may have actually remember the unresolved traumas from Atlantis, the drowning. So if you're drowning in any way in your life, drowning in responsibility, drowning in self-doubt, drowning in guilt, drowning in your finances. A lot of people, we create this in finances. And then some of us, we create those traumas of war by putting ourselves in relationships where we are literally just starving for affection. So, starving for affection and then using food to feed that cycle. Let's see where it started. And some of us who are starving for affection use money to do this, right? So everywhere where you're doing overspending because it's feeding that starvation for affection and you overspend. Oh, that cycle. And then some of you actually mirror that starvation for affection, but withholding from yourself, nurturing, withholding what you actually need. So, withholding in relationships that are withholding affection, relationships that are withholding information, affection, connection, intimacy. And then withholding the truth from ourselves so that we limit the knowing, limit the intimacy and the honesty with ourselves about what our needs are. Let's clear all that. And in all the relationships where we don't even feel safe about sharing who we really are, let's clear all the subconscious issues that went into creating those relationships where hiding part of you was somehow necessary. And sometimes it is, right? Sometimes it is because you don't, I mean, trust yourself to know what you can share in a relationship. So trust yourself first and honor the inner wisdom you know about what you can or can't share. And then creating forward, choose relationships that totally support you and honor you so that you can have the safety to be vulnerable. And then that safety with vulnerability also allows for safety with true intimacy with yourself and with others. So, all the subconscious ways we create relationships that block all that intimacy and safety with ourselves first. And all the unresolved issues around safety that go back to unresolved traumas in the past, from all the wars in the past you've been through, and in all the wars that are just duplicated and recreated in your own families. Oh, let's clear all that. And anywhere in our bodies, especially like our upper shoulders and even frozen shoulders, where we are continuously trying to figure out all the unmet needs of everyone around us. So let's clear all that. Oh, oh. So all the unresolved, subconscious, unmet needs of your parents, all their unfulfilled expectations, all their unfulfilled potential, you still subconsciously burden yourself with figuring out how to take care of all that to earn their affection that may or may not happen because they're the ones who are carrying a lot of unresolved trauma and they're not available to you in a way that allows you to feel loved and seen and heard and understood. And some of you have parents who have passed on, and some of you have parents who may have developed dementia or who have strokes or who have other challenges that keep them from being able to be a parent to you in a way that feels like you are being parented, you are being seen, you are being heard, and that your capacities, your potentials, your dreams have a safe place to be in this world because your dreams, your potential is what you birth, is your child, right? So if you never felt safe as a child, feel seen and heard and validated, then you may be repressing all your dreams because then you're going to think they're not going to be seen and heard and understood and supported and have a safe place in the world. So, all those unresolved issues that create you to hold on to your dreams but not allow them to come into the world. So it's a lot of unresolved issues there with parents, right? Not to blame it on parents, but I'm saying it's their unresolved, unfulfilled expectations so much, right? It's their hearts feeling really hurt. Yeah, and if you really feel like you've lost your dreams, and let's release all the subconscious unresolved traumas that create you to lose your dreams because somehow that is safer than having your dreams. And everywhere where it's safer to hide your dreams from yourself, to hide whatever makes you happy, you need to hide that, right? Because it's going to be somehow taken away or demolish or put down or have the rug pulled from under you any moment, or the world is going to just come down on you and you're going to be in war with everybody again. Oh, oh, oh. Man, that's all the stuff behind all your shoulder pains. Dear God. Your shoulders, it's like a huge library of every human trauma. Okay, and the lower back too. Here we go, the lower back and hips too. And those of you, well, all of you are here to anchor the new earth in the 5D, right? And so to anchor the new earth, it's good to release all the unresolved collective traumas so that when you anchor the new earth, which a lot of you are doing actually, oh, 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 oh. Yeah, so all the back issues, all the issues that are seeking um, your attention now. So, yeah, if you're falling and hurting yourself lately, that's awakening you to all the unresolved traumas that we're releasing from the collective unconscious so that you anchor the new earth because you're here to anchor the new earth and the 5D where things are going to be lighter and easier. But the energy of war has been so pervasive in all human history. So releasing this from our collective tissues, our collective DNA, however that presents itself in your own unique DNA and your own unique blueprint in your own lineage. We're going to collect it because there isn't a single person who doesn't have history of war and suffering and different genocides, right? Different genocides, even in the history of Lemuria and Atlantis and then different galactic families also have been at war. So even our galactic families, healing the Earth family and then the galactic families. So let's, since many of you know your starseed origins and your galactic origins and such, well, since I bring it up, obviously it's because it's already in this scoop. So here we go. All the wars when you were in the different galactic families. And then being sacrificed when you were in Atlantis, right? The drowning, being in touch with information that you shouldn't, so that it created the whole race to perish, right? Here you go. That memory. And however those play out in the membranes of your memories, in the collective memory membrane of all of us. And then our hips, tailbone, and tailbone especially, where we have the 8 immortal cells. Those 8 immortal cells that are with us for all lifetimes. Locked in there are all unique gifts from all lifetimes, and locked in there also memories from all lifetimes. And we're gonna just tap into that to release the heavier memories so that the gifts from those lifetimes are more readily available to you as well. There's a powerful configuration of energy going on collectively that allows us to go so deep into everything today, right? Well, we go deep into everything all the time, but today's really connecting to what the universe is asking each of us to release for the collective to ease humanity into a new age. I mean, this is lots going on since Monday, right? Since Monday. Lots have been going on since Monday. Oh, oh, yeah, so everything that's been seeking release since Monday, but since Monday, they've been getting louder, but it's actually since the beginning of time. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. There's a lot going on that distracts us all. You know, not only the politics, but everything that is going on planet Earth, environment. It's creating so much fear-based thinking. And it also brings out the good in some people, but it also creates a feel of fear and that allows our energies to be siphoned off and manipulated for someone else's use. And that's where it makes some of us vulnerable and sacrifice our lives for war or for this, right? So it feels like we are creating a new war around environmental stuff. And it's like there are people who are great advocates for the environment, and there are some people who are doing it from a place of war with everybody else. They turn into soldiers in the name of advocating, and they can almost kill you. I dealt with that this week, and I'm like, oh my God. So what if it's not about war with the environment, but the environment we're creating internally, the war, the internal wars that are going on? What can we do to put out those fires and allow those fiery, angry thoughts to energize us in the direction that we like, in a direction with joy and love and compassion, and not let it be siphoned off into more fear-based thinking, right? So there's a lot to turn around in the collectives. So here we go. Oh. And for all the people who say, all you spiritual healers don't even care. Just because we're not doing war out there doesn't mean that we don't care, right? So all the wars out there that are creating tension and war in our bodies, let's clear that so then we can act from a place of clarity. Yeah, fear has that divisive energy to it. Yeah, divides us, turns us against each other. It's us against each other. It's us against the corporate world. It's us against capitalism. It's us against socialism. It's us against communism. All that is just what is looking to be resolved within ourselves, right? All the capitalism within ourselves, all the socialism within ourselves, however you interpret that, all those different ideologies are actually seeking to heal some collective trauma in themselves too. So the collective traumas created by all these different ideologies that are created to separate us. Oh, oh, and separate us from our own power, right? Because in all these ideologies, there's a different rule. Capitalism, consumerism rules, or whatever has the most money, whoever has the most money wins, that sort of a thing. Communism, whoever has the most power wins. And then socialism, whatever is behind that too. There is an enlightened socialism, but let's just heal all the unbalanced aspects of all that. Whatever they're seeking to heal, let's, oh, and whatever they are seeking to balance, whether it's power or money or status or all that is out of balance, let's clear that off our energy so that we don't become imbalanced, so that we don't sacrifice our health, our immunity, our strength. Oh, oh. And when we release all those social constructs and ideologies from our bodies, right? It allows us to create a new earth where each and every one of our individuality and sovereignty is totally honored. And to hold space for the new earth, we need to know what creates density in a 3D world that we need to release from our bodies, from our memories, from our cells. The giving into outside control, because like in communism, there's always the control is external rather than internal. So let's relocate the source of control to within. So, and that helps to dissolve a lot of the energy from anyone who had to deal with that. Oh. And then the unresolved issues in capitalism seems to be this competition to see who has more, right? Who has more? The one who's creating more jobs, they get to get away with not paying taxes. I cannot believe Amazon does not have to pay taxes. So it's like whoever has more, the rules no longer apply to them. That sort of a thinking. Rules no longer apply if you have more, so then you want to have more so that the rules don't apply to you anymore. Yeah, so I think it's a I don't know what subconscious unresolved issue creates that, but whatever that may be, let's clear that because I feel like that's a lot to name, whatever that may be, right? The unresolved issues of the inner child that create us to need so much external validation to the point where over consumerism creates environmental issues and even war in some ways. Here we go, in many ways. Yeah, sorry, Dick Cheney. You don't get to keep on doing this. My war with Dick Cheney, that has to end. Okay, I'm gonna end that war with him. And people who manipulate the system to reward themselves, right? So let's release all that, however that is done. Clear that from how we do power. I know, because I sense that you're all beyond just doing healing for yourselves, that it's the collective unresolved stuff that's still in our bodies and our tissues that we're working on. And somehow every single one of you resonate with that because I know that you are all here to create the new earth. And if you are the anchor, the way shower, the space holder for the new earth, you are going to need to release all the old collective traumas that are created out of many, many different ideologies, many, many different political systems, because political systems are systems that were created mostly by people with a lot of unresolved trauma, to say the least. And God bless Donald and his family for showing us that, and Kim Jong Un and all his people, and oh my God, yeah, all the different dictators around the world. Oh, yeah. Oh. So any pain anywhere in your body, because everybody's hurting in different places, whether it's your fingers, your toes, your neck, your shoulders, your knees, your teeth. Bring your attention there now, and we're just going to ask for a molecular rearrangement of any and all molecules that's required to release pain. The molecular. And oh. So reconfiguring every molecule in your body. Going back in time to where the pain started and just rearrange any molecules that's required, any place in your body where there's pain, discomfort. You're going to rearrange any and all molecules. Oh, oh yeah. And so when you all connect to that space of you, your divine sovereign self, your higher self, and really embody that self, right? So, yeah, you're going to embody that self. And as you embody that self, you can issue commands that allows you to rearrange molecules in your own universe. So let's do that and have us be surrounded by our loving guides and angels and have your higher self be positioned right above you. And now, as you gently breathe, to bring your higher self and your everyday self and have that be one. Be one with the energy of your higher self. Be one with the energy of the universe. Be one with the energy of God. And now, every system in your body, every meridian in your body, every chakra, every cell, or the space, or the fluid in your body is now one with your higher self, your divine self, and every molecule in you, around you, every biophoton in you, around you, is in total vibrational resonance with the God self of you, your higher self, your God self, your soul. Mm. And then allow this to recalibrate every cell in your body, every biophoton in you, around you, or the fluid in your body. Recalibrate to hold this energy now. And as you are one with your God self, your higher self, as you are one with the universe, one with God, so then you are also one with the 0 point field, where everything is pure potential. And as you embody pure potential, you can unlock the mysteries and you can heal anything you choose. Oh. And every molecule in your space and in your universe is now recalibrated to allow you to fully be one with your higher self, your God self, your infinite self. Be one with the divine intelligence, with God, with pure potential, the 0 point field. Oh. And as this embodiment simply is you now, so then you are totally holding space and being the space of 5D now. You are being that space of 5D. You are the new earth. And you have the ability to play with every molecule in the universe and move things however you choose. And you can issue commands with your voice. You can use your thoughts in a way that allows you to actualize and rearrange every molecule in your world, because thoughts have energy, and the universe is so high vibration, it listens to your thoughts. So, whatever you're thinking about creating, it's done. And so it is. Oh. And we're all holding space for a beautiful new earth of human connection, a new earth that's powered by a currency of kindness, compassion, community, human connection, and then oneness with all the beings on this planet, allowing you to be able to speak to and play with the elementals that have always been here to support us. Be one with Gaia, and as you hold a beautiful vision of the new earth, the earth is thriving with new energy, with new species of plants, with new species of wildlife. And we are given a new membrane, a new energy membrane that allows us to evolve with the changes in the energy of the sun. So receive this new membrane around your energy field. Oh, oh. And then you are able to connect with sunlight in a way that allows you to evolve forward even more and charging up your energy and your power. Oh, yeah. Wow. And I think that everything we just did, even the things we did in the last 5 minutes, that's going to create a lot of changes and will continue to create changes for you and your reality and your body. Oh, I am buzzing. I'm feeling really hot now. It's only 40 degrees outside, but I'm feeling so hot as I am allowing the membrane of my energy field to just be powered differently to allow me a connection with the sun and allow me to receive from the earth. Oh, yeah, if you haven't joined my 5D group call, you know, lots of powerful things are going to show up there because I can't even tell you what I'm going to cover because I receive what has been delivered to me by the universe, right? Just like today's session, I can't plan ahead and tell you what I'm going to cover. And that allows for the universe to work through me I always give room for the universe to work through me. And oh my God, and I'm so charged up by this. So if you haven't, sign up for the 5D group calls. They're only $77 and they start next Saturday at this time. So if this is what's coming in for today, supporting you all, I can't wait to see what the actual 5D call is. Uh, on my website, graceghom.com. Yeah, yeah, because I think that it would be so super fantastic because it feels like, wow, that's the thing. Every group call thing, towards the end of every group, whatever, I'm always being gifted and being shown new things and new ways to do things. Yeah, as long as I stay open to allowing the universe to work through me, things just happen. And I know some of you already signed up for it, so thank you for signing up for already holding the space for amazing things to come through. Because, and again, it's our consciousness that collectively co-creates all this. And what makes it remarkable is that I just communicate back to you what you're all already ready to embody, right? And I mean, that's what I love about it. I don't plan ahead and say, in these calls, I'm covering these 5 things. If I did that, I'm not allowing the universe to work through me and do what is required. Because the thing is, moving into 5D, it's not like someone has already written a handbook on how to do it, right? Otherwise, it would be done. We are creating the handbook as we're doing. Ooh, I am so buzzing with energy and yeah, it always just surprises me what comes up, and that's why I love doing group calls like this because we are all here to clear and heal collective unresolved traumas that are just repeating itself differently in every life, right? So yeah. And oh my God. Wow. Okay. I can't believe it's actually 5 minutes past the hour. Uh, so I didn't even give anyone a chance to like speak. So I will give you all a chance to unmute and speak if you choose.
Thank you so much, Grace. That was incredible.
Oh, you're so very welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I wonder what this will create in your life that's going to be even more magnificent to see is what this creates in all your lives, right? Yeah. So I can't wait to see that. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. And I wonder, June, is this you?
No, that was me before.
Oh, that was you before. Okay. Hello there. Who else is saying something? Okay. Well, yeah, this embodiment, for those of you who are buzzing, I think all of us are buzzing. Yeah, take your time to really allow for the environment to just recalibrate everything in your universe and in your body because you're totally ready for it. That's the beautiful thing. You're totally ready for it. You've been asking for it. And that's why this comes through so powerfully because you're ready for it. So awesome, awesome, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to stop the recording.